Matt's Alvesson, The Stupidity Paradox, The Power and Pitfalls of Functional Stupidity at Work. In The Stupidity Paradox, author Matt's Alvesson uncovers the hidden world of functional stupidity in the workplace, where organizations and employees engage in counterproductive behaviors while stifling critical thinking. This book summary will examine the 5 types of functional stupidity and highlight the negative consequences they breed in an organization. It will also reveal the key characteristics of stupidity managers who purposely suppress employee thinking. Finally, the summary will offer guidance on adopting negative capability as an antidote to functional stupidity and outline steps to transform a company from stupid to smart.
The culture of stupidity. Many organizations and their employees often make stupid decisions because companies encourage ignorance and discourage critical thinking. The so-called stupidity managers intentionally limit employees' thinking, promoting functional stupidity. The story of Dennis Joya, a young engineer at Ford Motor Company, exemplifies the culture of stupidity in corporate life. Joya discovered a potentially dangerous pattern with the Ford Pinto but was discouraged by his colleagues from reporting his findings to the executive committee. This norm of not raising problems and hiding bad news continues to be standard practice in many firms today, leading to catastrophic consequences. The dangers of functional stupidity. In the modern era of knowledge-intensive organizations, functional stupidity presents significant problems. It is the act of limitlessly following important values without questioning them. In today's fast-paced world, this tendency results in an inability to use cognitive and reflective abilities beyond specified limits, leading to a failure in various aspects. Functional stupidity protects employees from conflicts and promotions based on the risk-taking nature of the market, but it limits the company's productivity, leading to catastrophic consequences. It prevails at the highest levels, with many top organizations, and can have a detrimental effect on the economy. The 2008 financial crisis serves as an example. Selectively being ignorant may have short-term benefits, such as promoting team harmony and reducing workplace conflicts. However, in the long run, it is detrimental to the economy and an organization's productivity. The forms of functional stupidity. Functional stupidity can take on different forms in organizations. One is leadership-induced stupidity, where leaders fail to set a good example for their employees. Another is structure-induced stupidity, where conformity to regulations is valued more than productivity. Imitation-induced stupidity is also common, where how the company appears to outsiders matters more than what it actually does. Branding-induced stupidity involves excessive focus on the brand, leading to cynicism and a lack of substance. Lastly, culture-induced stupidity is when employees cling to mistaken beliefs even when the evidence contradicts them. These forms of functional stupidity can have serious consequences, leading to a lack of critical thinking and innovation. It is important to recognize and address these forms of functional stupidity to create a more productive and efficient organization. The curse of functional stupidity. The book highlights the drawbacks of functional stupidity, a form of limited thinking that enables employees to achieve short-term targets while disregarding long-term consequences and stifling innovation. The telltale signs of functional stupidity include employees' reluctance to question their assumptions, follow rules without understanding their purpose, limit their ambition and obsess over one emotion. These traits impede creative thinking and obstruct progress, causing organizations to become stagnant and vulnerable to disruption. The book calls on organizations to encourage active thinking, curiosity, and emotional reasoning to prevent functional stupidity. It encourages businesses to create a culture of reflexivity that values questioning potential assumptions, critically evaluates objectives and motivations, and embraces innovative solutions. By constraining thinking and promoting a go-with-the-flow mentality, organizations may achieve short-term gains, but they are ultimately robbing themselves of long-term success. The book offers readers a compelling case for thoughtful, thorough, and flexible problem-solving that will better position their organizations to face the ever-changing demands of the modern world. The innate characteristics of stupidity in management. Stupidity in management has 4 innate characteristics, as outlined by the author. These include the use of punishment and rewards for motivating employees, hiding a lack of substance behind buzzwords and consultant jargon, passing off actions as the only viable option, and incentivizing employees to avoid asking tough questions. These characteristics mirror the behaviors of unthinking followers, and can be detrimental to the success of a company or organization. The challenge of operating intelligently. Smart decision-making is a difficult feat in organizations where culture, branding, industry standards, organizational structures, and leadership often inhibit intelligent practices. Fighting against these entrenched norms is a tedious and often fruitless endeavor that leads to conflict, confusion, and indecision. The appeal of financial engineering and the belief in the magic of quantitative analysis have contributed to this dynamic, and the management of stupidity is often a more attractive, short-term solution. As a result, organizations become susceptible to branding, leadership, and pseudo-solutions that fail to address long-term problems. Destupidifying your company. The book suggests that adopting an attitude of negative capability can help destupidify your company. It involves being open to experience and willing to tolerate anxiety and fear. This approach requires careful and critical thinking, which has 3 main aspects: observing, interpreting, and questioning. Smart observers look beyond the obvious and ask what's really going on. They also try to understand how others relate to the issues at hand, and they don't accept surface-level answers. By adopting negative capability, companies can avoid dangerous delusions and move towards more intelligent decision-making. Developing critical insights. To successfully operate your organization, you must exercise critical thinking and serious reflection to develop critical insights into the primary issues. The book suggests several triggers to provoke further thought, including reflective routines, devil's advocates, postmortems, premortems, newcomers and outsiders, engaging critics, competitions and games, creating anti-management speak, and setting up an anti-stupidity task force. These practices help you to avoid cliched thinking and empty-headed, feel-good language. Analyzing why things turned out a certain way helps to identify problems and provides insights to act in advance and avoid similar issues in the future. Additionally, welcoming new perspectives from newcomers and outsiders offers fresh insights and stimulates innovative thinking. Finally, creating task forces whose job is to evaluate new initiatives before investing in them can save the organization from wasting time and resources on projects that are worthless. Transforming your firm from stupid to smart. Organizations can be complicated and tricky, making it hard to identify what stupidity is and what's not. What seems smart could turn out to be stupid. Embracing anti-functional stupidity is the solution to increasing productivity and promoting efficiency in the workspace. An anti-stupidity management program involves personal critical thinking, elimination of stupidity issues, discussion of cultural and collective norms, and organizational structural changes.
The paradoxical world of functional stupidity thrives in today's organizations, adversely impacting productivity, creativity, and growth potential. It is crucial to acknowledge the different forms of functional stupidity and tackle its root causes, such as leadership, structure, imitation, branding, and culture. By embracing negative capability and fostering critical thinking, employees can break free from the shackles of functional stupidity. Furthermore, by identifying and dismantling unnecessary projects or initiatives and engaging in open discussions, organizations can evolve towards a more intelligent, efficient, and effective work environment.